Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, so it's been a while since Eve and I went on tour in Europe. We kind of had to leave it because a lot happened.
Every good meat needs to marinate.
Yeah, exactly.
Before you cook it again. And I think I'm ready to cook.
We are ready to cook. We're ready to share and talk about and show videos and pictures and whatnot of what went down. We're gonna start
with the first stop,
the very beginning,
which was
London. So,
all right, first things first.
Where do we begin?
Get off the airplane.
But the thing is, we barely caught the very last train.
My God, we were running, I remember.
We had heavy shit and we had to catch the train.
The last
and
train
we had
into town.
2 minutes until it was going and we were running.
We're screaming at each other across the lobby. The ticket machine's not working. I'm in line at the teller and they charge an extra fee at the teller because of a service fee. Yep,
yeah.
And he gave us a ticket. We ran through, boom, pushed the tickets, slid the suitcase under the thing as we're jumping through, and made it with seconds to spare.
Oh, it was so stressful.
Then we got in right in the center of town, which is great.
We walked to our hostel. It's not very far away from the station.
No, 15 minutes.
15-minute walk, and
we get out there, we check in.
And everyone's really friendly and nice.
Super sweet. They were
and
great.
we're like, where can we go to get a drink? Because we just traveled from New York and we're exhausted and all we wanted
was a beer.
Was a beer.
And they told us, oh, there's a curfew in London at
10 p.m. on Sunday.
As we look at our watches, it's 10:05. No, this is not gonna fly.
And we're just like, is there a supermarket? Is there any way that we can get alcohol?
Do y'all have alcohol? No.
Mm-mm.
Obviously, look at us. That wouldn't do, would it?
No.
So, that comes the part where we were told by a staff member,
who we shall not name, we shall
remain
not
unnamed, that down the street there's somebody who will sell you a beer if you ask really nice.
We went there.
So we did. And, we made a new friend. We got our beers, which you are definitely not allowed to.
They had to sneak into the back and put the beers
into a plastic bag.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Have the other guy bring it outside.
Because we weren't allowed to buy beer. And
buy something else for the security cameras. Right.
And then go outside. And then we didn't have beer openers, or a bottle opener, so he just gave us
like a $12 bottle opener.
For free.
Yeah.
Just threw it in there.
That's the story of how we got what we wanted on our first night.
First night. That was the nicest night in London, actually, which is really sad to say, but...
And it all went downhill from there.
Oh, do we have to talk about the next day? What happened the next day?
the next day?
Well, we woke up and Eve got coffee and she sat down. And I actually have video footage of this, so we're gonna go there right now. Day 1 in London, Clink Hostel. Evie, tell us how you're feeling.
I feel wet in my pants. It's not fair. I got so close to finishing this coffee without spilling it, and then someone plops down on the couch.
I like
and
to
spills it in my pants, and now it's dripping down my you-know-what.
All right, so good start to the day.
Right.
Coffee down the pants.
Okay, it's hilarious, but whatever.
Great. We went on a tour, and it was really lovely. We went.
Oh yeah, hit the streets, walk in first thing.
First thing, we meet like these really wonderful people from the hostel, including this very lovely couple.
Right.
Olivia and Peter.
Right.
And she has this weird, I just remember she had this really weird fear of pigeons and she kept holding me.
She latched onto you as we were walking through one of the lovely parks getting her little walking tour. And she said, protect me. And Jazz did. Jazz protected her from all the pigeons.
I like to think that I would have protected her from all the bad things.
Right.
If things had gone differently.
Right.
And then
we told everybody about our show
which
that
was
would
that
be
night.
happening that night at the hostel.
In the bar downstairs.
Yes, and everyone
was like, yeah, we'll go. And they did. People actually the people who said they were going to come came, which is a very big deal to us because we're
Usually
so...
that's not how it
usually people say they're going to come. You don't see them. They were taking video. We felt like rock stars. I was like in the back. Okay, so it was set up for a very interesting day where there's like this big like desk like in front of me, and I felt like I was a DJ because I was like spinning the tracks in the background.
DJ Snazzy J, that's what I'm saying.
It was dope.
Yeah.
It was a great show. The drinks.
We went wild. We met everyone up in the hostel. I was playing pool. We were chilling out.
Now, but let me say, there was a couple of uncomfortable moments because I noticed towards like the middle of the night that we were just surrounded by a ton of men. Just men. There was only one other woman in the bar, and that was Olivia. So I decided I want to hang out with her.
Buddy up.
Because she's a girl, a woman, and I didn't really want to deal with the flirting or whatever. Kind of just like...
You left that to me.
I left that to Evie. It was fun. I mean, Eve left, and the night took a turn for the worst. Olivia, she disappeared, and I wanted to not, again, be just bombarded with a bunch of single men, so I sat next to her boyfriend.
Obviously, safe choice.
Thinking, well, he has a girlfriend, it doesn't matter. I'm going to just sit next to him. We're talking about nothing really important. I don't even remember what we're talking about, but it's him and this other guy named Bobby. Bobby's important. We'll get to Bobby soon, but not tonight, okay? So it's him and Bobby. We're all three chatting, all three of us. It's not an intimate conversation at all. And the next thing I know, Olivia rushes up to me and she grabs me and she looks me in the eye and is very close to my face and says, "Did he just try to kiss you?" He didn't try to kiss me. I just want to clarify, like, that did not happen. And I was like,
there's
no.
eyewitnesses too.
I know. Bobby confirmed that this is all true. And I was like, no, he didn't. And she looked and she pulled me even closer. And her eyes, I remember the bright blue eyes piercing into my soul. She was like,
"Don't lie to me. Did he try to kiss you?"
and I was like, I am not lying. I swear to you, he did not try to kiss me. And I was like, I cannot handle this. I cannot handle it. And I went to bed. And then what did you hear? Yeah.
As my bed lay pressed up in the hostel room with 10 other people against the window in a U-shaped building. So if I look out the window, I can see that there's other rooms 10 feet away. And I hear screaming. Not but da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. They are yelling at each other. And he calls her a bitch. He calls her crazy. He is yelling, and I hear stuff slamming across the room. And I just tucked my little head into my pillow and pulled the blanket up and tried to go to sleep and not listen to it, right? But keep in mind, I didn't know that Jazz had just had this altercation. All I heard was screaming, and I thought Peter was the asshole.
Yeah,
I thought Peter was calling her a crazy bitch.
And that's awful.
And I was like, oh shit, I thought he was a cool dude. What's going on? But then I heard the whole story, and
So another thing that was happening was the entire night Peter was on his phone searching really, really hard for marijuana. He was looking so hard, and he finally scored it, right, at the end of the night. And then he messages Eve the next day, like, apologizing for everything. Because he found you, but he didn't find me. Because my name is so difficult to find. But, which is a plus and a minus.
Yeah.
Anyway, she was so mad at him because he tried to kiss me, which he never did, that she took his
little tinfoil packet of his little
marijuana that he spent the entire night trying to find.
All day and all the previous day.
Right. And threw it out the window.
And it was stuck in the gutter. It didn't fall onto the ground. It was stuck in the gutter on this 3-story, 3rd story.
And the next morning, Eve and I are sitting in the same exact place that we were when the coffee was spilled on her ass. And we see Olivia and Peter walk out, sunglasses on, heads down, and they didn't even say anything.
They didn't look.
They kind of just turned their head and like walked away in shame.
And walked out the door. We're like, oh, I go. Okay, moving on.
So that was night 2. And it wasn't even the worst night.
Oh no.
It wasn't even the worst night.
Oh no.
It just kept getting worse from here.
Oh God.
So the day was good because Eve and I left all of it behind. We went to the furthest place we can go on the train. We went to Brixton.
Yeah,
and we checked it out and it was really nice.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling a little tired.
Yeah. Why?
I was up late last night. Fighting drama.
Starting some shit?
No! I didn't do anything.
Yeah, I don't believe that for a second.
Neither did the girl.
What shirt are you wearing?
It's only like the best band ever. So we walked past these 2 guys that looked exactly like the equivalent to us, and we thought it'd be fun to find them and hire them to do a vlog and pretend to be us.
We'd have to teach the you guy to take pictures though.
Yeah, we'd have to teach
and sing,
and then we'd have to teach the you guy to play the saxophone and to wink at strangers.
Hey!
Back.
Well, you got followed. We got followed, remember? When we were taking pictures. We figured this guy was following us.
Well, we knew because we were walking and he
he
was behind us, and then we went into a shoe store and he was there fake looking at women's shoes.
Oh God,
then we went into another shoe store and he was there, and then we left and we're like, okay, let's just take a really random way and see if this guy still follows us. And he did.
Yeah, he did.
And then he left us alone after that.
Yeah, when we were like, oh God, go, 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 go. And then we were good after that. Or we like ran, ding, 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 like ran into the bus thing.
That was nuts.
That was nuts, but we're safe, we're all good.
Yeah, that was a great day. The days tended to be pretty great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was always just the end of the day that was just the shit show.
So was this the day that we went back and we were supposed to have dinner
With Bobby.